Hello, good evening, and welcome to the wonderful evening. And I think congratulations for being here when you have a wonderful event going on out there with the beautiful day. But today, I would also welcome the online viewers who are joining us today. We have a wonderful speaker all the way from India for tonight's talk. The talk is about a beautiful bond. It's called the Amulet of Love, Purity, and it's a festival that normally people celebrate out there, but let's understand what's the spiritual meaning of the festival called Rakshabandhan. And we've got a very fabulous speaker from India. Her name is Krishna. And Krishna has done her MBA in finance many, many years ago, but her life changed and she followed her passion. And her passion was radio. So she is the production head of a community radio in India, which is Radio Madhuban. And under her leadership, they have received 7 national awards. And she is not only responsible for the online radio, but also, again, under her visionary leadership, she's been instrument of setting up another 8 radio stations in India itself. And also she has tried hands doing that internationally. So she's got a amazing experience, not of just doing the admin and the groundwork, but also meeting fabulous personalities who are pioneers in their own fields. So she's got the richness and this wisdom together. So welcome, Sister Krishna, and over to you for tonight's talk. Thank you.
We shall have a minute of silence before we begin. Yeah. Om Shanti. So, Om Shanti is a greeting that we use here in this meditation center. Om Shanti, that means I am a being of peace. So the peace is within me. I need not search outside. So as the today's topic is the amulet of love, purity, bond and protection. We all know Rakshabandhan is a festival of protection, and it is in it is in relation with a bond, because when you want a protection, when you have a relation, then people start protecting you. In the sense, When you are in a situation, you look for a help. Yeah. Does any stranger come and help you? Or can you go and ask any stranger for a help? No. First thing is that you look forward to people around you whom you know, your friends, your relatives, and your parents or your siblings, anybody whom you know, because you have a bond with them. And that bond, that connection, lets people help you or give you that protection. Yes. And in this relation, if there is no love, what happens? No help. But then let's first understand love, because we all have love for each other. So we live together. A mother has love for the child. So she does so much of work, or, she cooks food for the child. She prepares so much and she works hard for the child, that the child is uh, getting enough time to grow up and learn things. So the mother puts all her thought, energy, love, everything on the child, so that the child grows in a right manner and he's educated and he or she becomes learned. Likewise, in every relation, there is this bond of love. Without that love, the relation doesn't sustain. Yeah. And so, how do you see love as in your own relations? Sometimes, to show love, we say we give gifts, yeah, and then we take them on trips, and then we fund for their education, whatever it is. But this is all physical. Does that fulfill the satisfaction of love that the people are looking forward to? Yeah. Still, we feel there is something missing. You're fulfilling all the physical needs, biological needs, materialistic needs, but still, you're not feeling connected. You're not feeling, or you're not experiencing that love, because we are not spending time together. The quality time and the sharing and caring, when we do, then people experience that love. Yeah. And second thing, one should have a self love, in the sense, if I don't know who am I, if I don't know what I want, will I be able to give to the people what they are looking forward to? Yeah. For an example, I am a teacher and I don't know my responsibility being a teacher. And then will I be able to give my best to the students? No. I am a professional and I don't know what my profession is. Huh? And how will I give my best? You can't. So, the same way, I should know first myself, who am I? What am I here for? Yeah. We identify ourselves with the roles, post, positions, but then are they what I am? They are changing. In my childhood, I am a child of so and so. As I'm growing, I became a friend. And then I'm growing, I became a professional. I'm a graduate. I'm working somewhere. My identities have been kept on changing. But then who am I? That natural, real person who is playing all these roles, is that what I am? Yeah. And that I am a being of peace. I am a being of love. I am a being of purity. That's when we look forward to these things in every relation. And when we don't experience that, that's then when we feel, no, I don't feel any connection. I don't feel the bond. Yeah. So self-love is to understand the self. Who am I? And what do I want? Sometimes people just go with the flow, and then there is that dissatisfaction growing in them. This is not what I wanted in my life, but then I'm just doing it. So we have to sit with the self and understand, take time. And when we sit with the self, we don't need the help of anybody or any literature or a TV or anything. But what we do is consuming the data from outside. We sit with the selves, but we don't know how to talk, what to talk with the self. So we just look around and just pass the time. So the self-love is to truly understand, what am I? Who am I? What is the purpose of my life? And what am I doing? And in that doing, if I am doing with the value system. And second thing is having love for the family and friends. Having love for the family, when you say love, you're not having any expectation. Nowadays, what we do, when I love somebody, when I give something, I expect in return. And if I don't get something in return, then we see, then we think that this person doesn't love me, so they're not giving it to me. But is this physical exchange, is our relationship based on this physical exchange? No. Love is to build up the confidence. Love is to help rise people in their way. Love is to make people stand on their own legs. Yeah. There is a great saying, when the power of love overcomes the power of, when the power of love overcomes the love for power, there prevails peace in the world. I repeat, when the power of love overcomes the love for power, there prevails peace in the world. So now we want all these things, the post, position, the power, you want to show the power, I love you, then in that love, we say, it's because I love you, I yell at you, because I don't want you to do the things wrong. But then it is not love. Showing angry and saying that because I love you, so I'm angry. But when you love, you know the method to connect with them. And when you love, you care them very much. And when you're caring, you don't hurt. So if love is angry, then what is angry? Yeah. Anger is not an expression of love. And then the next comes the purity. Yeah. When we say purity, people think that it's a big subject. Yes, of course, it's a big subject. But for us to understand in simple terms, purity is to be what you are at the core. Having no adulteration. Yeah. Even having a confused ideas or confusion is also having no clarity of thought. It is also part of purity. In the sense, you want to do something and you're confused because you're not having clarity why you want to do what you want to do. And second thing, when somebody is looking forward to something from you, but you're not ready to do it because of the selfish means. Yeah. Somebody is looking forward to a help from you, and then you feel that if I give this, then I will not be highlighted, or I will be losing my power, or I will be losing my identity. So we don't want to give, or we don't want to help people. Yeah. So we are not honest in our relations. Yeah. No, we should help people. What I mean to say is, when somebody is looking forward to a help from you, we don't want to do, because if I help her in the profession, she will get that position. With that intention, I am not helping. So this is not purity, purity of thought or purity of relation. Yeah. When I have a skill, when I have learned it, and somebody wants to learn from me, I should be selflessly teaching them. Okay, for that moment or for that situation, you may not be highlighted in that situation or in that presentation, but then that person will give you blessings because his career or his presentation, it has become good. And it is always said that when you share knowledge, it multiplies. If you don't, you will lose whatever you have learned. So purity is all about being clear, being selfless in our thoughts, in our deeds or actions, in our intellect, having no influence of any vice. And when we say vices, it is about the greed, anger, lust, any selfish, jealous, yeah, all these things. If our action is influenced by any of the vices, then it is not purity. In spirituality, there is an example for purity, that is lotus. If you see the flower of lotus, it is um, it takes birth in that mud, yeah, the muddy water. And if you see the lotus, it is so beautiful, attractive, colorful, and there are many fragrances that are made out of lotus. But then, from where it is coming? It is coming from that muddy water. Next thing is, it has a web of connection underneath. So it shows, what it teaches us is, when you are living in this world, you will be having all around you so many web of network of connection of people, but still you stand out to be who you are with your own purity. Yes. And lotus is, even if a drop of water falls on the lotus, it just slips off. It doesn't absorb anything. So even if any um, distraction or any situation that comes to you, your level of purity should be such that it just slips away. It doesn't retain on you. So beautiful is that lotus. That is why in all devotional praises, lotus is being used as a symbol of purity. And then we see the bond. When we say bond, actually in Rakshabandhan, it is called bandhan, that is a bondage. Yeah. When we say bondage, we feel heavy, and nobody wants to be in a bondage. But then it is not the bondage, it's the bond. When you are in relation with somebody, then we get the help that we have discussed. But then, why is it necessary to be in a bond rather than bondage? And how do we differentiate in a relationship from bond to bondage? Yeah. When do we say we are in a bond, and when do we say we are in a bondage of relation? When you are not liking that relation, yeah. When you are under pressure, when you are in a forced relationship, then we say it is a bondage. But sometimes you want to get into the bond of that relation because mutually you both like each other, irrespective of the relation. It can be a parents, siblings, friends, any relation for that matter. When we know each other, when we love each other, when we want to be together, then it is a bond. When we don't want, then it is a bondage. So, Rakshabandhan is a protection of bond. Usually, in India, we celebrate this festival by tying the thread of love and purity. This is a festival that's being celebrated with siblings. A sister will tie Rakhi to the brother in this intention that he will be protecting that sister all the time. But now, in this world of globalization, everybody is pursuing their own dreams, which is not wrong, but we are unable to be with each other in the family. Yeah. If I see, I live in Mount Abu in India. My elder sister, she lives in Oman, and my elder brother, he lives in Hyderabad. And it's the same story with everybody. Yeah. Nowadays, everybody is staying apart, different places. Parents are somewhere, siblings are somewhere, children are somewhere. And my siblings' daughters, they are studying somewhere in the hostel. So it's the same story for everybody. And then, how do we protect each other? Yeah. And so, what is the protection? What kind of protection? Yes. Physically, it is not. If I am sick or if I am in a trouble, Nobody can come now. Right off, it may take time. Maybe by the time they get the message and they book the tickets, they come within India, within the country, still people may reach in a couple of days. When you're overseas, you can't even think of it. Getting the visa, procedures, these, that, and so much. You can't reach. People have to deal with themselves. Mm. And this we have seen practically during the COVID period. COVID has taught us so much. Two people living in the same family cannot help each other. They're being isolated. So, who is that protection now? Who will protect? And what sort of bond that we need and with whom? Yeah. So, it is the divine who protects us. And when you are in bond with that divine, he can send anybody, he can inspire anybody. Yeah. And we also have this kind of experience in life. Everybody has this. When you are in trouble, you just look forward to, and somebody is coming and helping you. And then you feel, oh God, thank you. Yeah. You may say, thank you, brother, thank you, sister. But then suddenly it comes, oh God, thank you. Because the bond that we have with the divine, that is the driving force to get the help from anybody in the world. Yes. So it is the divine who gives protection to the self. Okay, we understand the physical protection, but there is a second level of protection. Yeah. Which we want to, but we are not clear about it. And that second level of protection is protection from our own bad habits, protection from our own vices, protection from the ill effects of the negativity of people surrounded by us. Sometimes we understand this person is trying to deceive me, but we don't know how to save the self. Sometimes we understand this is my weakness, which is not letting me move forward in my life, but I don't have the strength to come out of it. And we also understand the children or the siblings or the friends are going in the wrong direction, but we don't know how to bring them back to the life. There are so many things like this in our life which are not answered, or we don't know how to address them. Even if we want to address, we don't have that spiritual strength to get up and get back to the original. Yeah. So, this is the bond that we should have with the divine that helps us help ourselves. Why should we have a bond with the divine? Hmm? As we discussed in the beginning, if you're not in relation with somebody, does anybody look forward to you? Look up to you? No. So, all these years, we have been thinking that God or divine, that supreme energy, is a different entity from my life. And we have given him some position and made them sit there. Okay, I pray for you, and then you do what you want. But the divine is not looking forward to your prayer, but he is looking forward to your connection and relationship with him. Yes? When you have a relation, then there is a connection. When you have a relation, then there is a communication. And when you have a relation, there is correction. Means they will let you know what to do, what not to do. Yeah. So we should understand the divine is my father. He is my friend. He never said, when I am God, I am not your relation. No. He says, you are my children. Yes. We all talk about universal brotherhood, harmony in relations. Yeah. What does it mean to be universal brotherhood? How? Universal brotherhood. What does it mean? The whole universe is one, and we are all humans, and we have, as being a human, we are in bond with each other. And this bond, because we are the children of one God. And then God says, as you are my child, I am your parent and I am your friend. Yeah. In Indian culture, our elders teach us, make God as your friend. And then the picture of God can be anything. But it is the connection and the belief, the faith that I have in that relation with the divine. That keeps the bond strong. And when you are in connection, then you have the communication. Then you have the communication. Without relation, you cannot communicate with people, right? When you have a father, you know how to talk to your father. How do you address, what to talk, and what set of exchange of relationship that you do with the father, being a child and father. And with the friends, you'll not have the same kind of conversations as father. And friends, you exchange anything. You talk with the friends anything. It doesn't matter to you whether you are talking good, bad, and like what sort of language you are using. It doesn't matter. It's just that an understanding and love in that relationship that lets you speak your heart. Yeah, most of the times, the things which you cannot share with your parents or your siblings, you share with your friends. Yes. So we should know the relationship between God and me. How do I connect with God? In what relationship? That's more important. And when we have that connection, that is when we have this bond of relationship. And then you establish the communication. And when you have the communication, it is easy to remember. Yeah. It's not that today is the day of God, so let me go do some offerings or prayer, and then I'm done. All throughout the day, He's sitting there in that box, and then I'm doing my job. No connection. No. He is also part of my life. He is part of my family. He is my friend. He is my teacher. He is my guide. He is my parent. So when you remember Him with that relationship, is when you have the experience of that protection. Yeah. Physically, no matter, people may protect you, but internally, the strength that one needs to overcome his own challenges, his own weaknesses. So it is only the divine who can do that. Yeah. So in Rakshabandhan, we have this procedure of, or in Hindi we call it as a vidhi. Yeah. There is a system of celebrating this festival. When we tie Rakhi to the people, we first offer tilak. Tilak is a symbol of self identity. Yeah. And then that means it is knowing who am I, the self realization. And then we tie Rakhi to the person on the right hand. Why only right hand? Because we do righteous things with the right hand. To always do the righteous things, we tie Rakhi in the right hand. And then, no matter it is a thread of simple thread, but it symbolizes my commitment, my promises towards that relationship. And then we exchange gift. Yeah. When the sister ties Rakhi to the brother, in return, brother is giving some gift. But here, when the divine is tying Rakhi to you, the Rakhi, the sacred thread of love and protection and purity, what is that he is expecting from you in return as a gift? So it is just a gift of what you don't need in your life. Anything that is stopping you move forward, anything that is troubling you, something like anger, jealous, or any selfish attitude, anything that is influenced of vices, you can give it to him as a gift. And he accepts it with so much of love because he knows that what is not useful to you, if you give it to him and then he transform it in with positivity and give you as a gift in return. Yeah. And then when you give your negative things to him and you take the positive things from him, because we have now understood what I don't need in my life. That can be anger, jealous, or deceiving nature, whatever it is. At a certain level, if you look into your life, you know. what is bad in mine, what is bad in me, and what is good in me, and what is that good that I need to replace this bad quality. And you take that good quality from God. For example, if I want to overcome anger, and then what do you replace anger with? Peace, right? So you take peace as a blessing from Him. And then you forget what you have given and then remember what you have taken. Because it's a simple psychology. If I say, I don't want to be angry, I don't want to be angry, I'm just remembering myself. I'm just telling myself about angry. But I'm not telling myself, if I don't want to be this, then what I want to be. So it's good that you have understood what I don't want to be, but then you have to remind yourself what I want to be instead what I don't want to be. So take that as a gift of blessing from the divine and give one thing which is negative, not useful, and take something that boosts your life and helps you move forward in life. So, and at the end, we offer sweet to the sibling. Yeah, we exchange sweets. The exchange of sweet symbolizes to be sweet in your relationship, sweetness in your talking, sweetness in your words. Yeah, because nobody wants any harsh behavior. Nobody loves. So even if I am angry on my sibling or anybody, I don't want them to be behaving the same with me. Yeah. Does anybody want people yelling at you or being angry on you? Nobody wants. Nobody appreciates. When somebody is angry, you just walk away from the situation, or you just don't like the person, you go away from there. Then how can I do the same karma? Yeah. So when I don't want something to be happening with me, then it is the same thing that people also look forward from us. So I should not be doing that. If I want peace in life, then I should be giving peace. If I want sweet communications to be happening with us, then I should begin with first. Yeah. So this is all about the love, purity, bond, and protection of the Rakshabandhan, why we celebrate, to recollect and to create that bond and remind ourselves that who I'm in relationship with and what does it mean to be in relation with God, and how do we protect ourselves from that negativity. Yes. So anybody wants to ask any question? So we have 10 more minutes time. If you have any question, we can discuss about that. Otherwise, we can move forward for the meditation. Anybody wants to sing a song? We have any good listeners? I mean, like singers? Yeah, please come. It's okay. We don't mind you singing song. Please come. Yeah, please come. Hello. Come, come, come. Yes. Oh.
ऊंची ऊंची वादी में बसते हैं बोले शंकर। ऊंची ऊंची वादी में बसते हैं बोले शंकर। कैसी है लगी मुझको तेरी लगन, लाओ मरो मारो के तुझ में मगन। ऊंची ऊंची वादी में बसते हैं बोले शंकर। ऊंची ऊंची वादी में बसते हैं बोले शंकर। भोले भोले शंकर, भोले भोले, भोले भोले शंकर भोले। रुद्र रूपा महादेवाति कालदर्शी शंकरा। रुद्र रूपा महादेवाति कालदर्शी शंकरा शंकरा। You.
Wow. Oh, let her sing. Let her sing. Yes, yes, please.
ऊंची ऊंची पत्ती में चढ़ते रे बोले चंदो, बोले बोले चंदो, बोले बोले, बोले बोले चंदो बोले। Utuyupama is Faridaridachi Chandaya. Utuyupam is Faridaridachi Chandaya Chandaya. Oh.
Thank you. It is so refreshing listening to them, right? Beautiful. So they were singing a song on God. Yeah, it's a devotional song. Okay. So no questions. We move forward. You can ask anything. Yeah, please.
I'm really sorry. I don't have a question because I arrived a little bit late. But if you could summarize everything that was said.
Okay. Yeah, somebody can do that.
If someone wants to do that for
Yeah,
me.
who is listening since beginning. Maybe every one of you can share one takeaway or one point that you have liked or you felt it is relevant to you. That's nice. Those who came late, they can understand and learn. Yes, brother?
Not to summarize 45 minutes, but I'll try. I think key takeaways, love part that you mentioned is there's a bigger sense to love, which is loving the Almighty and practicing how He, the Big Father, can be with us during our times. And detachment and bonding and replacing how not to be angry. It's easier said than done. But yeah, replacing the negative thoughts or feelings with peace and love, practicing some of those aspects.
Nice.
I would say mine would be surrender everything to the ultimate being, to God. And if you have any problems, if you have any anger within you, give it to God and take peace from Him.
Yeah. Nice. Anybody else?
I've got a question, which is again what my friend just said: give it to God and take peace from Him. I mean, we have been to temples. I grew up in South Asia, so that gave a lot of peace. That chanting, that kirtans, and all that stuff. But how do we practice that giving and taking back? Meaning, it's like a garbage collection situation. But how do we practice and imbibe feeling of there is someone who can take away our problems? sounds like an excuse sometimes. It sounds like running away, or sometimes we fight too hard.
Yeah.
Right? So there has to be a balance where the battles we can fight, the battles we shouldn't fight. Like
Yes.
lose our control and say, let things happen, right?
Yes.
Like lie in a hospital bed and let the surgeon do what he can do.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's how I had one situation where I tried to
Yes.
pick the surgeon, this and that, but then we realized we can't do beyond
Exactly.
that point, right? So
Yeah.
it's how do we practice and bring that on a kind of practically
Practical
on
level.
a daily basis.
Exactly.
Yeah, trying pauses, etc. We tried, but equally the bigger purpose, the bigger connection.
Yes.
I'm just struggling at the moment.
Yes. So it's a right question. The first thing is, that is why we said having a connection with the divine is very much important, because you feel that comfort and ease when you are in relation. When you know he is your father and it is the only one who you talk with and have a better solution, and then when you're confident enough to go to him and tell. Yes, when you don't have any relation, you don't know where to go, whom to talk. Every situation has a relation with somebody. Like if you have a problem in the office, it is your boss who does that solution for you. If you have a relationship problem, you should go to the same relationship. Like if you have trouble with the sibling, you go to the sibling. But when it is beyond this human action, in the sense, whomever you are dealing with, and they are not understanding what you are up to, why you are doing. And sometimes maybe we are also unable to make clear people what we want. Sometimes we say, of course, my saying might be wrong, my words can be hurting to you, but my intention is not that. This we often experience in life. That intention, how do we bring that pure intention into action, is spirituality. What we learn here. Yeah. So, how to be inside out? For that, first we have to understand that self realization, and we should know self love. And coming to the point, how do we establish connection with the God is the regular practice of meditation. Yeah. As a child, when you're born, you don't start speaking. Yeah. When you take birth, you don't start speaking. Your communication is your touch and feel. And your first communication is with your mother because you're in her womb. Your mother is the only relation that you know, and that you don't know that she is your mother, but her touch and womb makes you feel protected, and so you feel calm. When you take child, so many places with so many people, they don't stop crying. When they come back to the mother, they stop crying because they feel the protection. That's what we should understand, the relationship with our God. That He is the one who is eternally pure. He is the ocean of energy. He is the ocean of purity. He is the ocean of love. And it is only with Him that I can satisfy my internal quest for all these qualities of love, purity, power, protection, all these things. And that comes with the regular practice of meditation. And the meditation that we do here is, as you said, about the chantings and everything. In the path of devotion, we do a lot of rituals, and it is all physical. That doesn't give an establishment of relationship with the divine. Yeah. Because you do with the pure intention, for that moment, you have some kind of experience of peace or some serenity in you. But it is not long lasting. But God is not looking forward to all these rituals of lighting a candle or doing mantras or doing, rosary, all these things. He only looks forward to your pure intention of spending time with Him. When you spend time with Him and when you share your heart, what you're going through, what you're facing, you automatically start getting the answers. In our school, in childhood, we are taught write diary. Yeah, many of us don't do that. But writing a diary is also a healing process. How it happens, when you start writing, you're reflecting on what you're doing. And then you know whether it is an influence of your own negativity or the positivity that action has been done. And when you understand that it is an influence of your negativity that is making you do that, then you stop doing it. And when you connect with the divine, with that pure intention of transformation, you get the energy.
So just to follow with very briefly, practical example, just taking from day-to-day life, not necessarily me. Let's take an example of a couple where one person expects the other person to be, behave in a certain way, other and vice versa. Now, if we practice meditation and it slows us down, like writing diary, it allows us to reflect back on whether I'm not explaining enough or the person is not trying to. How do we cope with
Sometimes
that?
explanations doesn't matter because the person is not in a position to listen or receive what you're talking. They also need some compassion, love, mercy. So when you are sharing your heart with the divine, that is, in return, you are healing yourself first and you are understanding yourself. And then you get the strength to be compassionate. And then you get the strength to accept the person, how and what they are. For that, you also have to accept yourself, that what I am. Yeah. If I don't know how to accept myself, if I don't accept myself, I cannot accept others for what they are. For example, the mother understands the child's capacity. So, mother gives the aim to the child to grow up to that level, but she has a patience and tolerance of the child's activities. And she is patiently waiting and keep on giving the instructions or help for the child to reach to that level. So we also have to be very patient with ourselves and with the relationship with whom we are. We want the result that we are looking forward to from that person.
Thank you.
And somebody wants to share anything?
My question was that what to do that to get out the negative thoughts from your mind.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. So it's everyday question for everybody. It's not only the kids. So as we discussed, I first of all should know what I want to be or what I want in my life. We know what we don't want, but we don't know what I want. Yes. So in order to replace negativity, we should be positive. Yes. For example, if I don't want to be angry, then I should not say myself, I don't want to be angry. I should say, I am a being of peace. I do everything with peace. Yes. And when you get angry on your sibling, you should say, she is my sister. I love her very much. So you should tell yourself first. Then slowly it manifests into action. Yeah. We want my boss or my colleague to be loving me and accepting me. And then we start creating negative thoughts. I know my boss would not like me. He doesn't like my presentation. I don't know. I'm not doing things good. So even if you're doing good, what you're creating the vibration around of negativity. Mm. So you're creating vibrations or energy against you. And then how can you expect people to be loving? Yeah. So even if there is a little flaw, but if you have positivity, and that can be covered. Yes. Somebody is not making friendship with you, then you first start creating that vibrations of energy. Okay, he is a good boy. Today he is not good. He is not understanding. Tomorrow he'll make friendship with me. So let me help him without expecting. So we should be always positive, and we should know what is positivity. Yeah. Positivity is not that I don't want. Positivity is what I am. I want to be this. Yeah. Okay. Positivity is not that saying don't do this. Positivity is helping them do what is right. You got it? Thank you. So we'll move forward for the meditation. Yeah. Hello. Can you sit quietly? Yes. Later we can play. So ease your bodies, relax yourself, and sit straightly. Leave all your belongings. Free yourself from everything. And make sure that you touch both the legs on the floor. And I will be giving some positive affirmation sentences. And then you just revise that in your mind and visualize it. You need not repeat them loudly. Just repeat in your mind and visualize that. So these are the positive affirmations that help you become what you are. Yeah. Okay. You may close your eyes if you want, or you can keep your eyes open. There will be some soothing music that helps you settle yourself. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Once again, take a long breath and breathe out. And now, as you breathe in, inhale the goodness in the atmosphere. As you breathe out, exhale the negativity in you. Feel that all that is not necessary is going out from you. Focus on the self. I am the point of light, the energy. Who is residing in this body? I am the point of light, the energy. I am not this body. I am not the position that I am holding. I am not the post that I am playing the role, but I am a point of light, the sparkling light. I am the peace. I am that pure energy. I am the love. I am an embodiment of all the divine virtues. Purity is my original nature. I am pure in my intentions. I am patient in my relationships. I accept myself however I am, whatever I am. It doesn't matter if I am white, black, average, physically, in education, whatever it is. I am what I am, and I accept myself. And I love myself. And the love for itself is allowing me to transform the self into a beautiful being. Because I am that being of purity. I am the child of divine, who is the ocean of love. He is the ocean of purity, patience, peace, happiness. He is the ocean of all divine virtues. And He is my Father. He is my friend, my philosopher, and my guide in my life. As I share the bond with Him, my life is beautiful. I rejoice this relationship with my
Father, the Divine. Om Shanti. So you can practice this kind of positive affirmations whenever you want, wherever you are, because it is about the connection with the intellect, with the divine. It has nothing to do with your physical busyness. So you're traveling, you have a time. When you wake up in the morning, the very first thought can be of the positive thought with the divine.
Thank you for a wonderful talk we had. Useful? Very useful. So just to back what Sister was sharing, we've got two books in the shop. One is The Immune System of the Soul. She was talking about how to protect yourself from all the disease. And this book is wonderful. It frees us from all the disease that the soul has. And there's another one which is called It's Time for Relationships. So how do we improve our relationships with not just ourselves, but also with others? So you're more than welcome to browse our shop downstairs. And next week, same time, same place. The topic is Good Vibes Have a Ripple Effect. So let's explore on that at 6:45 next Tuesday. And we heard about how to maybe Raj Yoga course that would help us get that state of meditation. And we are starting two courses. One is in-house at 10:30 from Monday and Wednesday, twice a week. And it starts in the first week of September. And the same week, we have online fast track course, which is just 1 week in the evening, 6 to 7 p.m. So if you wish to come in person, you can join the in-person batch, which is twice a week. If you wish to join online, you can join the whole week, 1 week crash course, fast track course. And we have self-esteem coming up the first Saturday of September. So just go on our website, check our upcoming events, and you're more than welcome to register for any of the courses you wish to attend. So thank you and have a safe journey back home. And she was talking about the ceremony of Rakhi in the beginning. How many of you have come to our main center in Global Corporation House and have witnessed that ceremony this year? Few of you, right? Those who wish to see how it is and have not got a chance to go at Global Corporation House, you're more than welcome to join in Wembley on this Thursday at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're free, you're more than welcome to come in the afternoon at 12 o'clock. We'll have a small ceremony, similar ceremony of tying the bond of love and protection. So you're more than welcome to join us. Thank you and have a safe journey home. Om Shanti.